nothing else. That is the deep answer.
Because Penguin. Because 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go into concrete, man. To the game
right now,
2 of the Mega Man 9 Go for Broke 80% tournament event hosted by Handsome Jack. My name is Charlie Boy, joined by Mannix. In case you guys are just joining us, tell your friends and family and everybody. We have a Group B matchup going on right now between Zaxdar and Darko.
so let's
What's
look
up,
at
man?
the. I'm doing good. Let's see what they do on the second test of might. So as you guys joining us, the elephant screen is the test of mash. So there's 3 of these elephants. Maybe Serpy can correct me on this one too, but I think it's 14 shots to kill the elephant, maybe 12. It's quite a bit of shots anyway.
Well,
So
I can tell you that it's 15 because
15?
I'm looking right here. Fandom, the Pauzo. That
I'm not
elephant
going to pronounce anything.
has 15
Everything
health.
I pronounced today is gone out the window.
You take 4 damage from the ball or 5, which is why you see most runners try to just like mash out as much as possible and just tank a hit. It does 5, which can add up pretty quick if you take all 3, but you want to get through there. Mashing it out, you can pretty much.
I want to highlight something on these little platforms. You notice the first platform was inoffensive. It was like not underneath a pit. So Mega Man, the Capcom and Mega Man creators in general have like always adopted the learn as you play. So they always introduce like a trap or something new in a non-hostile environment, and then they kind of throw an extra challenge. In this case, it was the pits, and it taught you that if the arrow's pointing up, the platform goes up, and then they throw you a down and up arrow. So like I thought that was pretty cool to teach the player without having to give them a tutorial.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Darko's gonna make it out of concrete here. Zax, not far behind. I saw
About a teleportation separation.
Yeah, I saw Darko hit the door maybe about 4 seconds before, so yeah, just about the same. Oh, Darko going Magma for Galaxy this time. Very interesting. Last time Darko went Galaxy. Nice switch in pace here.
So Zax is actually gonna go Magma second this time. So we're actually gonna have 2 players go Magma second. Or was it the other way around? Darko went Galaxy second earlier.
Yeah, Darko went Galaxy second. Yeah. And Zax went Magma second. Anyway. Oh no, Zax!
No, this stage is very precise. That particular jump is not that easy. I died a couple times there before when I started learning the game. And this is this is where the use of concrete is crucial, like giving you that extra step, that extra platform to land on.
Now see, in the last race, Darko also took a death on this stage. It might be why he's choosing or opting to go to Magma.
I am not talking about deaths anymore. That's your call now.
Hey, that's cool. I just opposite of what you did. I did the uncommentary curse where you talk about what happened last time and it doesn't happen. But see, now that I said it, I kind of double-edged sword, double reversed it. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Hey, I set you up for that one.
You totally did. He's waiting. He's gonna wait it out. He's waiting it out. He's not. Yeah. See, look.
We talked about that from last time. Players learned exactly. So he's like, it was not worth it last time to try to go for that jump. So I'm just gonna take it chill. And you've probably seen there on Zax's screen quickly, when he shoots a concrete, he like jumps into the concrete, and when you jump into the hitbox of the concrete while it's forming, and you press jump again while you're in it, the game is going to shoot you outside of the box, giving you like a small zip, and it allows you to optimize a little bit.
Yeah, no zips through the magma beams this time. It's kind of interesting. I'm wondering if that's the only beam you can zip through, or like you saw the last beam is kind of inch and cord. Could they maybe zip through that one?
I think it's possible to zip on every beam, but the way the beams come down, and it would be slower to wait for all the other ones. That is the only beam that actually gets in the way of your holding right patterns, I should say. Like that stops you from moving the longest. So zipping through the last one would be best.
Ooh,
no, Zach. So we talked about earlier if you're joining us that it's very, very difficult to squeeze under the small jump from Magma. If you didn't prepare it before he starts jumping, chances are he's going to jump on you, and that's what happened there. But now he's going to have full life to be able to take care of this. Meanwhile, Galaxy started by Darko. I really like the stage. It uses a lot of mechanics from the stage, like these little propellers that take you, but they can kill you if you watch out. As you can see, they bring you 2 hits. You gotta make sure
I'd say this propeller section might be a little bit easier than the one following up the end of the stage. Especially if you're using the propeller strats at the end of the stage. I think we saw Darko do it last time. We'll see if he does it this time or not. Yeah, I can tell you, if you're not like pretty precise on that last part, you're gonna eat like one for sure. So yeah.
So these little enemies are not too difficult. They just spread into 4 pieces when you kill them. And the green ones move vertically, the orange move horizontally.
Yeah, this music, Galaxy, is so good. Yeah, the randomizer actually has this the same music sped up as far as the Mega Man 2 randomizer, which is cool, you know, right? Because you have like different music from different Mega Man games making it into other Mega Man. Just a testament to how good these songs actually. Darko not getting the skip again. That happened to him last time, but we're in there.
It's definitely good going for, because if you miss, the worst case that happens is you go back in the portal and back. So like it's not like a. Usually you won't die if you're holding right.
Unless you're me, and then in that case you
find a way to die.
Yeah, that's what happens. Totally happens.
All right. Darko getting through Galaxy, no problem. Zax not too far behind.
Yeah, definitely. Nice fight there from. Moving on, gonna go to Hornet next, I'd assume.
So it is possible to do Jewel 4th or Hornet 4th. I think we're gonna see more Hornets 4th. And the simple reason for that is the easier strats involve Hornet for the Jewel stage, but it is possible to do Jewel 4th.
Would it be faster to do Jewel 4th? Like when this tournament is winding down, are we gonna see people do some risky Jewel Force? Would that be how that works?
I think that's a question for Slurpee, honestly. I believe you have to abuse the use of Concrete Shot to make that worthwhile, and Concrete Shot is not an easy strat in that stage. It's only been recently adopted by certain players to do Jewel with most of Concrete. But I think the players have really tried really hard to find like something that really optimizes the game in the last like little bit when this tournament was announced. But like the game is so well coded, like it's really hard to break it, so to speak. I think that's the best way I can put it. Like the game is so well coded that optimization comes from menuing, from jumping properly, like cutting corners as fast as possible, minimizing any time that you're not moving, basically, and killing bosses really fast with the right weapon and such like that. So like it's both strats would be marginally slower or faster, but it really comes down to which one can you execute flawlessly, which will probably get you the furthest, the best time. Yeah, Slurpee, it was kind of my question. I wanted to know, you're one of the players that has recently adopted again going the concrete strats for Jewel. Is it actually faster or slower, and what would be the reasons behind? Why would a player opt for concrete first? Because when I look at it, it seems very difficult to.
Well, what happened was we was talking about what the advantages would be going Jewel fourth versus Hornet fourth. Like you know, toward the end of the tournament, you got players who are going to be taking more risky strats to try to get the times down and stuff, right? So that's basically what we're talking about. Whatever. But for now, both players are going Hornet fourth. Darko going for Jewel now for fifth. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, nice shot by Zax. You seen that?
You see that? That concrete while he was falling? Yeah,
Kobe.
That's some swag right there.
The Kobe. RIP. R.I.P. But
players are showing us some neat stuff today. I like it.
I like it. Yeah, definitely.
Right, so to answer the question, Slippery answered us. So the reason why you want to go Hornet first is the Hornets will draw out the ball as soon as you hit it, instead of waiting for all the cycles to go around. So that's the primary difference. I believe the fact whether you go concrete all the time or use different weapons saves menuing or something after the boss. It's not like it doesn't matter where you do it, fourth or fifth. So everyone Hornet 4, okay, do it.
Right. So to answer the question, no, it doesn't seem like. It seems like I guess Jewel 4 casual. Hornet 4th is more of a speed run. So I don't think Jewel 4th would be the better idea as far as the speed. Look.
Actually, I go Wily Casino first when I play casual. I just password myself through it and beat the game fast, 5 minutes. Nice.
Yeah, that's the real speedrun strat, and your new world record holder is Manage. All right, here we are, Jewel Man.
So the cool thing about Jewel is when you jump, he jumps.
That's like that.
That's it. Once you know that, he's
back.
Now people are talking about Hornet 3rd. I'm gonna stop reading chat because they're gonna explode my brain with knowledge.
Yeah. So okay. So in other words, there are a couple different routes for you guys out there to try, and yeah, we might see some of those more risky routes toward the end of the tournament. Speaking of risk, Zaxdar definitely gonna take one. Oh no, what is this? I think it's tilted a bit. Yeah, tilted for sure.
Maybe the game crashed.
No. He dot quit the race. Yeah, so we're gonna have to see. Now, the way Darko's gonna have to, he's gonna have to finish the seed in order to officially win the match. So yeah, it looks like.
So if a player doesn't complete a race, it's considered a forfeit as well. So in order for Darko to get his second W here, he's gonna have to complete.
I said the seed. I'm sorry. You know I'm coming from the rando community. Oh man. He has to beat the game! Leave me alone!
This is MM9 Mega Sanity. Brush only.
Oh, nice! Threads the needle with the jump, the bubble, fast bubble strap. Or fast splash bubble strap. You know what
I mean. I'm not sure, Slippy. Maybe never. Who does randomizers for Mega Man these days? Is it Duckfist? The only person I know that made a rando is Duckfist.
Bro, me! I did it. No, I don't actually randomize it. Still play the random.
Oh, you play it? No.
Yeah, man, every Sunday. Mega Man 2. for racing, community racing, get involved. Hi. But yeah, no. Yeah, as far as I know, I don't think any of them are active. I think Duckfist might have wrapped up the development on. Who knows? You might see a patch out of nowhere. That'd be pretty cool. Or a new rando. I think somebody picked up a Mega Man 3 rando as far as developing it. I know it's been like on the back.
While you're splashing us details, Splash Woman. So the Hornets will. That was a really fast fight. I never really seen that setup. I thought I seen a setup where players go to the left more, but that was a cool setup. I liked it. It's very easy for the Hornets to get attracted by the fishies and like not go after the boss, which is what you want. All right, now we got the trident and not the pack gum, the weapon. Heading into Plugman, one of my favorite songs of this game as well.
Yep, one of the better songs, I'd say for sure. On one of the first levels. I hate this level. This level sucks. I'm just kidding. But no, I really don't for sure.
Darko getting the one cycle of Yokus here, so that's really good.
I don't like these Yokus. There's other Yokus that aren't that bad. These Yokus in particular, meh. But then again, I guess I need to spend more time in the game time. You know, and then maybe I'll end up. Here we go, Ride and Rush. That strat is actually a little harder than it seems. You have to stay low, right? You have to stay low.
Rush travels very slowly when you try to make him go in a downward trajectory, so you have to hold it down almost the entire way, not to hit a post in your way.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate about as chat's kind of pointing out. I will say, you know, I mean, Zax was definitely not out of the race. Darko could have ran into some heavy problems, like anywhere in the seed, and that could have just shifted the momentum and into Zax's favor. You never know, but these kind of things do happen. But yeah, best advice I can give: I'll never give up.
And Darko just satellite dished Plug. No reaction. That wasn't good. So you have just the right amount of ammo to kill Plug with his weakness. No problem. We're going into Tornado or Tornado.
Tornado Bro or Tornado
Tornado Bad? I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah. Tornado Bro or Tornado No.
I think he meant to go to Rush there and menued and went back to Buster. That was interesting.
What happened for the forfeit? I believe Zax took one or two too many deaths. Perhaps tilted, I guess. At the least, any you know, if you're not comfortable with continuing, of course, you know, nobody's forcing you to race, so it's cool. No big deal. You just gotta know that, you know, you are you know, you're losing points. If you forfeit, you're not finishing the race. That's unfortunate, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all for free, for fun, and competitive spirit and whatnot, you know. So, yeah, GG's to Zax. But in order for Darko to actually officially win the race, he has to finish. So, yeah, here we are. Watching Darko. We'll see how well this goes. Can Darko PB here? I don't know. Has Darko taken a death here?
I don't think so, but he has taken some safety strats. such as the Darko's PB is a 32-35, so like it's an extremely good time. So if he's gonna PB in the tournament, I'd be happy for him.
Hey, I'll tell you what. That's honestly, that might be where PB is like in the tournament, because like it's tournament races are their own, right? Like, so you are so focused and you don't want to mess up, and then like some little things here and there can happen, but. Yeah, I mean,
there's no reset button today for these guys.
Exactly. That was a pretty good tornado fight. I like it.
Yeah, so we got one low pattern and a medium, which is not bad. Obviously, you want him to be low all the time, but I would definitely take that over a lot of other things.
Why does he have to finish? Because if Darko fits or doesn't finish, it's considered a draw, and they have.
It would essentially be like a double forfeit, I guess.
Correct.
Heading into the eyebrow stages. Somebody needs to calibrate his ship. That's some high pitched noises.
And also, I don't know if you know, if on the final bracket after the group stage, if times matter, but possibly, you know, if Darko was to make it out of his group, and if times did matter for seeding purposes, yeah, this would count as one of his times. He would finish with as low time as possible to move into that final group stage at a better seed, perhaps get a better draw or a better lineup in the final round. But yeah, okay, so Wiley won. What can you tell us about Wiley Manning?
Wiley won. All these things don't matter. Like, they put you some tornado stuff. We don't need that. We just need a boy and his dog.
Yeah, we saw Darko hit a very swag kill on the Chanky Dragon earlier. So we'll see if he goes for it again. Using old doggo.
For those of you who don't know Darko, he's very well versed in several video games, not just Mega Man, but I believe he speedran like over 350 games or something like that. And many of them are Mega Man as well. And extremely talented masher and runner. So I'm not surprised to see him pull off stuff like that.
Pretty thick. Faux show. Alright, making our way up this climb here. Pretty much the fastest I'd say you could do this on. Just damage boost over this guy.
Yeah, it was a very good stage. And coming up to the spike pushers, we'll see if he stays on rush. Some players will switch halfway to spark, which I believe is less mash intensive. We talked about this earlier, like, you don't need to mash really fast. Look at how he's timing his mash and it's getting the same effect. So you want to time it so that you don't get that big push. You see one push there. But I remember practicing this fight, and I got tired pretty quickly. I had to go do something else. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised in a best of 3, like, just having to do this fight a couple times just wears you out. Pushers always push.
Yeah, and
commentators always tate.
Yeah, we got some catch up to go with them commentators. Let's go. No, but yeah, be careful on those pushers there, because if you jump into one of those spike balls, it can end up being not so fun. A spark might be a better weapon, but then again, you would not the plug ball energy that you would need later on, right?
So in Wily 3, when you use the M tank, it's going to refill all your weapons, so it would have to also refill the spark.
Cost and frames and stuff,
yeah. I believe there's comfort level to it. Obviously, you have to menu to switch to plug. but also it's easier to dish out some sparks than some buster shots.
So in the end, the time you would save switching to spark would also be negated by menu and the refill.
It's a good question. Honestly, I've seen both. I've seen players do only rush. I've seen players start with spark and switch. I've seen players do a mix of both. I think it really has to do with comfort. Really, like I think the difference is marginal. But the consensus in the community seems to be that it's a little easier while you're on spark plug. And these jumps that the Darko just did, like, don't take them for granted. Like, you can easily bonk your head and spike yourself.
Yeah, I've definitely lost some practice with that. Not fun. Alright, I like the rush jump strats here. I'd say they might be a little risky if you don't get that in particular jump right there, as then you'll miss the cycle, and then it can kind of be hectic to get past those UFOs.
I think it's the video game that uses the most, like, okay, I'm gonna exclude Mega Man 11 because it's got dedicated buttons for rush, but like for a game that you have to menu to rush, this game uses it extensively. Kill the shark. Kill the shark. No.
No,
Am I allowed to do something like that here?
Absolutely not. I'm just... Oh man.
Going with the full trident shot. So the boss's 3 phases are weak to tridents. You have to watch your ammo, but
What emulator is Zaxdar? I think he's actually the Wii. No emulation needed.
I believe he's on VVC. Your Dolphin, yeah.
Oh, he might be. I mean, he might be. I saw a Wii. Assuming that he...
It is the Wii version of the game. It is the Dolphin emulator. Everybody's right.
Everybody wins.
I would not want to meet Darko in a dark retro store if you get it. I don't get it, but I'm sure it's funny. Question mark. Let's see if we get a dance here in the gravity stage.
Like,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's where he comes from, is the dark corner of the retro. Why he gets his name. No. But yeah, little you have to dance in order to validate your. Otherwise, you're disqualified. That's totally not a rule. Don't pay me no mind, and yeah, dance away, dance freaks, or not. Either way.
I am. Darko is playing on VBC as well. A lot of I'd say like in the top 20 runners, there's about 15 of them that uses the Wii version of the game, and some of them use the PlayStation version of the game.
Well, okay, so if you're using the Wii, you say Wii VC like for console, right? So I mean that's technically the Wii version, right? Period. No emulation, right? It's just the port of the other versions, PlayStation, Xbox. Correct? That's what that would be considered?
Yeah, it was like from the Wii Shop or whatever it's called. I'm sorry, I never owned a Wii, but there's like an online store that you can purchase games.
In other words, legit. He's not playing on legit console.
What is legit is this tornado, bro. So we talked about this earlier. The tornado shot will blow away enemies, most of them, in just one shot.
Bro, using tornado through there is scary to me because like the tornado carries you up a bit, and there's spikes right there. So if you like if you press the jump button just a fraction too hard, then you're gonna eat spikes and have a bad time. Meanwhile, we'll see if Darko has a bad time here on this easy twin devil, easy devil. That's what they say, right? Is that the thing? Oh, pause 1, One
I don't
cycle,
know this
2,
game.
3, 4. One more. Got him.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Darko has a little bit of a different setup. I see most players shoot their portal from the center. He seems to move to the left and cast it a little bit later. Whatever is comfortable for him, it's working. He obviously got the cycle. Let's go. Time for the refights and Wiley. And a refill, of course. Can't forget the refill.
Yeah, Darko closing in on the end of the game. Refights and Casino. Which can go really fast and it can go really slow. We'll see how his luck is here in Vegas.
Is Vegas the only place you can gamble? Are there other known gambling places?
Well, I live in Texas, and if we drive 2 hours east, 3 hours east, and well, depending on what side of Texas you're on, I guess you can go to Louisiana.
Louisiana? Interesting.
Yeah, like Alabama, Coshada, yada yada yada.
All in one. So we're gonna go around the clock here and fight all these bosses. So there's actually another possible route, and I think I've only seen Slurpee do it, but there's something else.
Another route refights?
Yeah, like instead of going to plug, he goes straight down.
Well, I mean, it's
say Hornet, but I can't remember.
I would think you could probably do them in any, as you have all the weapons and therefore all the weaknesses to the A-Robos. But I mean, as far as the fastest goes, I mean, it's either you're trying new things, or maybe you know, and you find something that's faster. Always try new things, right?
Why does Magma get hurt by his own weapon? That's
Feels metal, man.
Fight fire with fire, maybe? That's where it comes from?
Perhaps. You know, fight fire with fire.
Just splash and trident left.
Yeah, buddy.
So these fights are very much the same as far as I remember, like I think Jewel changes a little bit because the way the place you start the fight is a bit further ahead, so your timing for the portal is different, but like overall these fights are played identical. Minus concrete where you have the trident, of course. Alright, time to shoot some eggs.
Yay!
So it takes 3 trident shots to blow the egg, or like 1 shot of bounce and another shot.
Like,
I was going again for the trident shot. I really like that. Like, why not hit Wily while he's flying backwards anyway? Shouts Darko. Good second phase. Here we go. Let's hope he gets better luck on this one. Using pause to see where Wily will spawn so that he can maximize his damage and his input. Good strategy. Wily, come down. Thank you, Wily. That was a much better fight. GG Darko. That was an incredible race time. A low 34? I'd take that any day. My PB is 36.58, so I'd take it anytime. But you know what I meant. GG. Official race time of 34:13.
Definitely. Yeah, GG's to Darko. GG's to Zax as well. Fortunately not 15-second race. Did pretty good in the first race. But yeah, that's gonna give Darko the first win in Group B. We'll see if no, he's not interested in doing an interview. So I guess you and me can wrap things up here pretty shortly. I'm gonna go ahead and shout
We
out.
can talk about what's coming. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna shout out what's coming on the schedule. So
We're on
exactly. We're on the same track.
Yeah.
So later tonight, February 10th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you got Handsome Jack versus 8-Bit. It's great.
Definitely be there with the match.
Oh, 8-Bit is great. Sorry, that's it. That's gonna be 8 p.m. on this channel. So that's here in about 2.5 hours, roughly. I think so. Yeah. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Tomorrow, yeah, we have quite a few things on the schedule actually. We got 2 races tomorrow. One at 1 p.m. Standard, one at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. It's gonna be Metroid Master versus Pro Infernate, and Mr. Cab versus Slash Arbiter. Make sure to tune into those on the 12th. Myself versus Darko, which we saw here today. Volrath versus Polytopes. Excuse me. The 13th we have a race. Pro Infernate versus 8-Bit is great. The 14th, Zaxdar versus myself. The 15th, Pro Infernate versus HJA. And that we have another one, Volrath versus Finn. You can find that at speedgaming.org/MM9 to go and check any of those race times to make sure to tune in to all of those.
Hell yeah. And Mr. Cab and Stunt Rooster will be commentating the race tonight, so you'll have a whole new set of voices, preferably ones that do not curse the runners like mom.
Hey, I don't think you know, the commentator's curse isn't real. Are you serious? What is lol? Yuck. But yeah, with all that being said, I think that just about wraps things up for us.
Yeah. I was
so,
Max 86, joined by Charlie Boy.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to follow, like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. And yeah, GG's to both the runners.
Take care now. Bye bye.
Yeah. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.